And welcome back. Today we're going to be making vision boards, which are a tool to visualize your goals. And one of the best things about it, it's simple and easy. You'll just need a pair of scissors, a glue stick, and a plethora of magazines. So I would like to talk about mine first. I've had such a great time making mine.
Can we talk about the shape?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
So I'm originally from Chicago, and I decided to make it like a little Minnesota. So as you can see, oh, it's falling, but let's pick it back up. The things that are associated with my vision board are a wedding, my favorite watch, which is a Rolex, and I have money as in terms of success. So if you want to be successful financially, you put it on your vision board. Vision boards are definitely, visualizations of your goals in poster form. So
and symbolic.
And symbolic as well.
Yeah, it's just a way to see the photos, see them in images without putting them down in writing. I'll start a little bit off with mine. I put it in 3 different sections so I can make them all into one. That's why I said you have the Zen for the wild. Well, number 1, it's just so I can travel more and just have Zen in almost like the 3 lives I play. The first one is my family life. I always reserve Friday night for my family. We have dinner together. It's a time for us to talk. It's just a time to catch up. I try to turn off all the cell phones. We watch no movies. We just light candles and we talk for maybe 2 or 3 hours, and that time is just reserved for family time. And then right here, it's my party, and that is just being able to go out and meet new people here in Fargo, and just go out there and enjoy myself a little bit more. And obviously, the one over here is more or less just being the anchor here for the morning show, being professional.
I love that.
Coming in that old school retro mid-century fashion. I always talk about my T-Bird. That's not necessarily T-Bird in the back, but
it's an old school.
It is an old school car, and I really want to pull it up and fix it up. So that's part of one of my goals. And I love Marilyn Monroe, so I added that. So I'm just trying to have a little bit more champagne in my life while obviously balancing work, because I feel like sometimes I just work a little bit too much. I really caught myself during the pandemic. So I'm just trying to create more of like a personal, fun life, as well as balancing family and work.
That's beautiful. I love your vision board.
Yeah.
You did a great job.
Thanks.
I can definitely relate to that. And that is a little bit of what I put in my vision board as well, because it's definitely important to me to try to really embrace those moments. Kids are only young for so long, right? So one of the things I put in was a ticket stub. We've been going to a lot of events lately.
Yeah.
And just spending time with the kids, and a lot of times it's me with one of my children, just to kind of give them that individual time, because it goes by quick and I don't want to miss it. My board has a lot of things. It could look a little bit chaotic, but I also tried to keep it in an order which I think a little bit defines my life. So a little bit of chaos, a little bit of order, and also just some things that mean something to me. So for instance, I would love a big house on the lake.
Yes.
Like that is absolutely my
Love
dream.
it.
I love the water. I love being near that.
Hopefully
I find
not
it
near a flood
so
zone.
comforting. Right, not in a flood zone, of course. Also, yeah, water again. We got another house here. This just happens to be Betty White's house. Who
That
wouldn't
went
want to
up
live
for
there?
auction?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Of course I'd want to live there. Wellness, because I think it is important to try to maintain health. However, I love eating, so here we go.
It's right underneath wellness.
Got a little fork. And a lot of this is my aesthetic, because I'm a very, very aesthetic person. So for instance, when I come home, if it is messy, if there's clutter, it gives me anxiety, and probably, a lot of people deal with the same thing. And then of course, this section down here is very holiday oriented. My family, and at least growing up, we're huge on holidays. That's our time to really bond together, to embrace tradition, and really get to know all of the little things about each of us, spending that quality time. So that is my vision board.
Love it. And I love that you both incorporated separate sections of your life that cohesively made one vision board.
I think it's important. I remember I watched a thing off YouTube about doing that. Should you just make 2 vision boards, like one for your family, one for work? And then someone said if you create that on 2 different boards, you're like creating the universe, and God doesn't know which one you want because there's 2 of them. So if you put them together, it knows that it's one.
Cosmos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
definitely.
Very cool. And
Love it.
It's interesting too, because in a way, like our styles of creating our vision boards, it kind of defines who we are as people or how we communicate or like how we see the world.
Yes.
And I think that's very cool. Like the whole point of vision board is to be aspirational, to like give us goals to work up to.
Manifestations. You know where I learned this? I learned this from the book The Secret.
Did you?
Yes, and it's one of those books that like even Oprah has it on her book club, and she teaches you to read the book, really get into the manifestation of it, and create your vision board so that it's yours.
I got to go into yours a little bit more because I
Yeah.
know you didn't mention it. First of all, good luck to your new wife here.
Right,
because you
Sapphire.
planned out her wedding dress. You forgot to
Yes,
mention
so I
that.
totally forgot. So the wedding dress, if you can see, if you can zoom in, the letters are actually the same font as Dior. So I want my wife to have a Dior dress, a sapphire diamond encrusted ring, and you know I have the passport here as well for travel because I love traveling and I've been outside of the country several times. So
I have a
it's
good idea for that. You should go to Montana because they actually have sapphire mines. That's always, gosh, that
Ooh.
was one thing I really wanted to do when I was out there. So I'll have to try that again. But you can actually go mining for sapphires in Montana, and that's about a 10-hour drive. I mean, definitely take.
I would definitely
take a
go
day
for my
off
wife
or-
and get that sapphire diamond for her.
Well, get one for your friend too. That's
Most
okay,
definitely.
you know?
Yeah, your birthday's coming up. Most
I
definitely.
know. Yeah,
I don't know if it's going to be a diamond sapphire.
Well, you know,
Sounds a little expensive.
From what he put on his vision board, he can afford it. He has there's rolling in those millions. So.
Well, coming up, we're going to be actually creating one. So
Yeah.
stick tuned here on North Dakota Today.